All right. So I'm going to be downloading schemas, or basically importing them. All right. So let's see where we got this. I'm going to say schema count equals docs find model schema count, and then model drop down schema. Each model doc schemas will say schema count schemas two schemas. All right. So when you click on reload, should probably share this, I guess. What are we doing? Telegram now? Or no? Discord? I don't think we have a Telegram group. Let that go. All right. So when reload is hit, events reload, you can say meteor call schema, I think. Model docs schema. Yeah, JSON parse schema. Oh, docs remove schema, so let's hide that. For schema in my JSON, which we're parsing the schema JSON LD. In my JSON graph, one found local doc ID. What? Why is that? What? No. Docs find one local schema. Oh. Schema ID. Schema ID. Does that work? For schema by JSON found local docs find one model schema with the ID. If you found it, find it. Otherwise, say not found. Schema model, schema new ID. So we're adding just the model thing to it. We don't necessarily have to. We could just find it by ID, but obviously we want some categorization of this. I suppose you should have a separate collection if there's just like individual documents. We can always migrate it. So let's reload it, make sure it's working. Click on that. And then here we say, yeah, RDF class found doc. Okay, so it's finding the first two. It's saying, yeah, we did that. Now to test it, if we update that to 3, it should give us 4 because it's like ... I think equals 0. Gradagen, welcoming rules, meetings. Maybe put that on Facebook too. 4 of them. Wearable size, group mens, refund type. What's the refund type mean? So RDF comment. I don't know why it works this way, but whatever. So we have a helper. So we'll say item, maybe header is there, and then content is there, and I'll say comment, and then back up to the helpers. Date picker, hide that. Docs before insert, hide that. Loom helpers. Loom helpers. Basic. Pick tags. Loom helpers. Let's consolidate that. Session as key. Docs find model schema count. So name, we comment, be this. What is it? Refund type. RDFS colon comment. Reload that. Yeah. All right, now we have comments. For schemas, pick a time when a taxi will pick up a geographic shape of a place. A geoshape can be described using several properties. Refund type. All right. So I think that's a safe way to download them. I don't like how each one of these. Yeah, I don't want to. So I want to do schema. I would rather say get schemas, call get schemas. Thing maker events, home card, uncreated schemas, model docs, find all of them. Home docs hide for now, post docs definitely hide. Filter model, loom on rendered. Hide that. This is 500 lines, but it should be less. All right, model docs, show model. What? Set current thing ID. I don't know what that is. Add doc. View latest. All right, view latest class, doc results. Those are being hidden. Main column. UI item print this. Where's print this? Print this should template blocks. I link circular code icon print. Can we just say this is inline? Why is that being? Right, it's because of header. Yeah. I don't know. Inline header dot content. Okay, so we could say each model doc. So we could say UI list. Maybe that would make that a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit there. We could say divided selection even animated list. So that has some stuff there. Okay, property, model, taxi, pickup time, domain includes. Oh. Oh. All right. So I guess we need like a create button, like create a new document from this. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. All right, so now we got a couple of things here. CD loom, get status, show schema comments on main loom, need to connect with new doc. So there's that. Maybe we can deploy that. Loom.gratis. Schema is divided in that list. We'll say add schema doc, something like that. Template name, add schema doc. We'll say I plus circular link icon, add doc, title, add new doc. We'll say add schema doc, events, click add doc, and console log this. I think we'll say docs insert. So I have a plus button now. Update failed. Oh, yeah. So this, you add that, and it's going to take the type of geoshape, so RDFS label. So console log. Is there an @ symbol? No, just RDFS label. So we want to get that actual schema, the label of it, which we'll call the slug basically, or the model, unique model identifier. What in the god? What? Access denied. Update failed. So that's that. Where's this coming from? Access denied. Update failed. Access denied. For new document. Docs. Insert. Docs allow, insert true. Update true, remove true. We can at least say if there's a user ID, then you can remove. Same. That's like the first. That's the thing about security. You can have these security protocols that you I look like shit. You know, these security protocols they use are, I don't know, technologies and different languages, but most of it comes down to your own code. I mean, it's basically like you got a bunch of high security lock systems for your hotel, but you didn't tell your employees to like make sure the door is locked. So it's like your own protocols are way more impactful than anything else. And when that's all locked down, you have two-factor authentication on our phones and logging of access records and whatnot in our own database management. Like we basically have like a perfectly or as much as possible secure system, which is unfuckwithable because we're using them. It's like buy a nice lock and then lock the door. We're good. When that sort of hits its limit, we can start messing with really like the holochain protocol because that's more of a federated. Like when we get to the point where people go, Graduation is such a big influential thing, how can we trust them? I mean, we're operating in a world where we're just trusting enough of Twitter and Google and whatever else, and we don't really trust them with another choice, but we use them. We're the ones who'll just go, yeah, put everything on holochain just because that's the best thing for it. Anyway, I don't know what this update. Access denied. Access freaking denied. What the frick? Complete button. I don't even know where that came from. Oh, docs before insert. No. Use when from now. Docs allow. Meteor server. I'm just going to start off with, and the other thing is you server. So now we'll say there's a new server file. We'll say loom server.coffee. And so if it's in server, if you have something in lib, so this special folder is client, public, private, server, and lib. Any other folder is going to just live on both. And so you have to have the if is client or if is server. But if it's on both, it actually lives on the client, and you're showing the code to, I can view the source of this page, and it shows if is server. It doesn't activate it on, but it shows it. So it's easy to sort of manage that. But if we're trying to actually hide the code from the client, or at least not push up the server code to the client, which is unnecessary, then you put it in the server file, and you could have something. And the benefit of that is that it's not being pushed up to the client. It only runs on the server. And so, yeah, you're just making the client code more efficient and kind of hidden. If you had a closed source repo, then it wouldn't be shown at all. Which is kind of nice, I guess. It's like less of here's how we do things. So here's how you can try to hack it. They fucking failed. Access denied. What are we talking about here? Is client safe? True. Meter error. Error. Undefined. Details. Undefined. Access denied. Get schemas loom. And it's a little bit nicer because you don't need that if is server and so everything's just top level. Because it does get annoying when you have multiple indentations. Put that in there. Save that. Loom unrendered. I don't really need those. If is client. Server. Put that in there. Helpers, full view, home card blocks, loom, jade. Add schema doc, add doc. Oh. Is there multiple add docs? Yeah. Click add doc. There we go. I'll say add schema doc. And then click add doc. It's also found. We'll say add schema doc. So I think that's because it does. What's the word? It's like it bubbles up, propagates, something like that. Like if you have a template down here and it says the class is click add doc. If you have the main template and it says there's a click add doc trigger or listener, it's gonna listen to the child templates as well because it's within the template as well. So hopefully we click that and all that does is do that. Cool. So pickup time. So what we can say now is we'll say docs insert model this and this is the new ID session get. Now I'm thinking we want a ratter again. This is kind of exhausting. Do we want to install a router just to have an edit interface? No, I want like a meteor users update, meteor user ID set current doc ID equals new ID, and then loom events, loom on created subscribe, current user doc. User doc, I think I had something for that, but on Loom server, we can say meteor publish current user doc if meteor user and meteor user current doc ID docs find ID meteor user current doc ID. I'll say ID equals meteor user, that thing. And then this is just that ID. So we have access to that. We could say on Loom that the helper thing maker main column class, close that, left column class, close that. I don't really need you. Oh yeah, I remember colors, we could say current doc. If meteor user and meteor user current doc ID docs find one in this case because we want the context before it's a cursor. Publications can only list cursors. This is the object itself, docs find one. It'll just be that really. With, we can say if and we could say if current doc, or say with current doc UI header current doc, and then show the model. So theoretically, we add a child doc. It creates it, it updates it, profile into that ID, and shows it in here. So geoshape, yeah. Update failed, access denied. Pickup time, we had that. It shows it there. What the fuck? New relic. What the fuck? New relic? Downloading runtime APIs. Loading importer calculator. Participant app. What the fuck is going on? JQ and migrate. Migrate is installed. Oh. God damn it. Because we're actually showing this shit. Okay, fuck you in the home docs, man. This is... Yeah, that shit's showing. Below me. Why model doc schema? How even... Model doc? What the fuck? Current user doc? Oh. Current user docs find ID. If media user and media couldn't use ID. Docs find ID. Console log current user ID. So docs find ID. But really it should be that, and then we can say limit 1. What the fuck are you? This is why I don't like complicated code, because I'm trying to do a thing and it's on my fucking way. What the fuck are you downloading? Docs 5 DP subscriptions. Meteor login server subscribing to stream. Current user doc. Model docs with schema. Item. Docs 5. Okay. What the fuck are you? Model docs, model. Alright, I don't care about this anymore. Each pick tags. Removed. If session get full view. Else if session is view calendar. Show that. Add schema doc. Just don't fucking show me this stuff. I don't care. Model org. Where is this coming from? Did we ever say? Okay. So now the question is, I want to add a document. Update fucking failed, access denied. Docs before insert user ID. Loom server. Get schemas, insert true. We just fucking said update it true. Docs allow. Current user doc. Fine. I don't know. Search site. Add schema doc. Media users. Oh. That's why. Because we need to do this. Media users allow. Insert true, update true. What we'll say that at the very least. So we need to update our own user profile. If we reload it, does it? Current user ID that. Okay. So we should be able to subscribe to that. Uncreated current user doc. Auto run. Subscribe. Current user doc. Publish. User current doc. Current user doc. If media user current doc ID. ID media docs find. ID. Limit 1. Are we subscribed to it? Do we have it? Docs 5. We add it and then it goes away. If media user and media user current doc. suppose what I could do is subscribe to like drafts. Like here's your list of unpublished documents by default, which is to say delete or publish it. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it, because then that's kind of real time. And then you could have, I don't know, you could have the session for like your currently selected document, but we have access to it at least. I guess this is where we need to be right now. Could have started this years ago. At least I would have had an app. Could have been anything, something 100 times less involved in this. Just something. Fucking Reddit browser on site. I don't know. I'm really tired. All right. My parents bought a fridge. They put it in the garage. It's an old fridge, and I remember them telling me it was a real simple fridge. And then when they bought it, they had the option of buying a fancy thing, and but there's wisdom in that. It's like here's a newfangled thing, and it's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. But those break, moving parts. Now this thing isn't working, and that thing fell apart, and that thing changed that, and now the light doesn't work because the battery thing overloaded or whatever. I use that with this. There's new frameworks with newfangled whatevers. But then there's just more moving parts to manage. This thing works. There's a router, there's an app. All we need is a button that works that connects to other data sources. So like the framework doesn't matter. Current user doc. We're going to say publish my drafts. my drafts are just author ID, user ID, published, false, maybe. I don't know. We'll say publish status draft. So now we create a new document. Add schema doc, new doc model, publish status, draft, and then loom. Unrendered. We can subscribe to my drafts. So at least we have access to that. I don't really know. My drafts. Docs find author ID, user ID, publish status draft, and then in there we'll say current doc, each my drafts, UI header, model, and we say when as well or something. When that's a create a new one. Okay, that works. Pickup time. All right, so we added a new document. Item. I can say print this as well in there. You could say here's a little segment. UI header drafts. So create a new thing. Loom CSS. Hide segment. There. All right. So create a new document. Variable size, group, men's model, draft, author ID, dev ID. Okay. So we want to edit the model of the particular fields, like geo shape. Comment. Schema source. Copy string contents if that's the source of. All right, so we can create new drafts from schemas. And then with current doc, if session get full view ID, show that full view doc session full view ID, clear full view, pick me, home card. I guess we could say Loom events, pick me, and then up here, because we're in Loom, the menu, graphs, you could say header, pick me. So that we have access to this. Click that, and that shows there. Question is, why isn't this 8 wide center align column? 8 wide center align column pick tags of user. Else login. We could start with this. Put that up top. So now we have, and with this full view ID, one card's full view, left model icon. UI header, model. All right, so now we have pickup time, geoshape. This is the current thing. So we want to add a new refund type. That goes into the drafts. We can edit that. All right, so I'm going to save that. Git add new server file, new my drafts sub pub segment and home. Working, click on doc to make full view. Okay. So now there needs to be a Why the fuck do like everyone I know is just a fucking business coach? You're such a great fucking business coach. Build your own business. If you go, oh, I've made 3 different businesses and I'm not. I want to help you get yours. That's one thing. But if you're just scraping by telling people how to live their life, you can suck my dick. What? Jess? Okay. So now I need to connect the CRUD editor with these fields. I don't know what's happening over here. Content, full view. Oh, it's one. I get it. Full view, circular view, full view, 1 cards. No, that'll be there. Okay, that's their refund type. So wearable size groupments, whatever. We have RDF comment label is part of schema is part of ID pending schema. I don't know what that means. Prototype object has own properties, property of lookup getter. This is interesting because it has these constructors, all these pieces. So I think I can actually, I don't know, prototype object, timestamp, label, schema, wearable, enumeration, wearable size group mens is part of. I don't know, pickup time. So let's just add more schemas because this is rather. 10. Oh boy. Context. Can we find task? Oops. Schedule action. Or you have subclass of class. Task. Skills. Property. A statement of knowledge. Ability or any assertion. Blah, blah, blah. Domain includes. Range includes. Schema text. 11 schemas. It indicates potential action which describes an idealized action which this thing would play an object role. Monetary distribution. Inker. All right. So an inker has. It's a part. I don't know what that means. Domain includes. So the domain includes are the parents. Range includes. The range includes the children. I don't know what is part of. I think that's just the schema. So the range includes person. Wait, what? Anchor, label, comment. The range includes person. So you have to find that. You guys are just trolling. Batman, what's your favorite band? Zach Brown Band. Are you okay? That's fantastic. Very good. You do have to answer the question of the day, so be prepared. Is the question about Batman? Depends on your answer. All right. Favorite band? AC/DC? Zach Brown Band. Also Zach Brown Band. Zach Brown Band. You guys are just trolling. Batman, what's your favorite band? Zach Brown Band. All right. we'd want to search. We'd tag that, find the right icons. God damn. All right, so let's see. Domain includes these IDs. Schema is comic story. I guess the first thing would be to download everything from that. Make sure we have all the schemas. We could do 100. And then in the full view thing, we say each schema is monodoc helper schema. Animated list. Small scroll. Does that exist? No. CSS. We could say small scroll. Height 500 pixels. What is it? Oh, over, yeah, max height. Yeah, we'll just do that. Overflow Y, scroll, overflow, whatever. So now we're going to download 100. Nope. Now we're going to download 100. Now we're scrolling. A park. What's a park? Park. Subclass of. What's the difference? A park. It's a civic structure. What's a pet store? Subclass of store. So we just gotta find those schemas. And then the issue here is that does everything just have a title? Ticket number. So ticket number, domain includes schema ticket. What the fuck is the difference? Domain includes and subclass of. I don't know, maybe it's like a strict child parent hierarchy versus range includes schema text. Shouldn't they all include a schema text? Main includes schema ticket. Ticket number. Type. It's a property. I mean, I guess this is the way to go about it, but I'm fucking exhausted.